Hi, my name is Dan Borman, and there are 6 people here at my table. We had been at IBC about a year and got involved in this small group, kind of threw it together 4 or 5 couples and started meeting. We had 1 child. I have 3 sons today, but had 1 child then, a 2-year-old. And my wife was 39 weeks when I got a phone call from my mother saying that my brother had been killed in a car wreck. And it was a horrible car wreck, happened outside of Austin. It was 2 SUVs, head-on collision on a rural highway. My brother was instantly killed. The other family was killed. They were on the way to the hospital in labor. So it was one of those that you shake your head and you realize you live in an imperfect world. And we look forward to heaven when things like that don't happen. And you know God is sovereign, but it doesn't mean it makes sense. So, I had this great news coming with the birth of another son, and yet my brother had been killed. And so having to travel back to Nebraska, my wife having a baby in a week, is just what to do, and everything was not falling apart, but everything was up in the air. And man, I just kind of didn't know what to do. I had to leave my family and go back and take care of my family and bury my brother, and I didn't know what to do. But that's where I would say our small group, but it's not just defining the small group, where our friends stepped up. Darren and Christy Sloan, the Sanaskoys, and Jeff and Maureen Gustafson at the time, they came along and said, "We are going to take care of your wife. You go bury your brother and take care of your family." So that put me at ease, although I was nervous. They were going to, whether it be meals or looking after my son, I knew she was going to be taken care of. And so that really meant a lot to me. What probably meant as much or more was, I had to fly up to Omaha, and it was just a crazy 4 days, but it was just a celebration of my brother going home. He knew the Lord. I really felt the Holy Spirit in my life, probably stronger during that week period than ever before. The prayers of our small group and just the support, and the real pleasant surprise was none of my immediate family, my wife and kids could join me at the funeral, and I had really no one there to support me from here. But all of a sudden, impromptu, Darren and Roy and Jeff and our small group decided, they left work, they told their wives, take care of the kids, take care of Kelsey. We're going to see Dan. We're going to stand by his side. We're going to drive up to Nebraska, which, maybe driving to Florida or Palm Springs would be one I'd drive to, but driving to Nebraska, 800 miles. Took off work, drove all night to be at the funeral. That really meant a lot to me. And they were there for me in a very difficult time, and just a very raw time, and supported me and were there for me. And it was a real incredible time where I realized that community is not just showing up at a meeting. It's not just showing up at someone's house. It's making the sacrifices and the uncommon commitment to say, these are my friends I'm standing by, and they are my friend I'm doing life with, and I'm going to support them whenever needed.